Good morning, everyone. This is Thor Young with Bear Bull Traders, and I would like to do a recap on my TSG trade for you. TSG was the only stock I've traded this morning. Got short on it in the open, got stopped out. Tried another short that failed on me, and then got a long on it that made the day. So 3 trades, 1 stock, and good to go. Actually, I kind of talked with a couple of the people that I've talked with on Twitter and other things like that. We're talking about our challenge for this month, and my main challenge is I'm trying to break my day kind of into 3 different segments, and I'm really trying to get myself down to just 3 trades a day. So this is 3 trades, although I didn't really get all 3 segments going on, but it did end up being 3 trades, which is good. I like that part, but it would have been better maybe if I had waited a little bit on my second short, but I'll kind of explain what I was thinking. So TSG was gapped up really good on the daily. Had some good news come out about it. Carlos and Norm covered this in the pre-market show very well. Thanks, guys. Everyone, quick shout out. If you're not doing the pre-market show, please make sure to subscribe to our channel, ring the bell so you get notified when we go live in the morning. And if you like the information you get from me, please throw a like on the video. Anyway, back to the stock. So we're looking up here at TSG. Now, TSG for me was actually looking very weak in the pre-market, and I think it's really important to pay attention to the pre-market trend. Don't just think, man, this thing's gapped up. It's jumped all the way to VWAP. I think this thing's just going to rip. I mean, it could do that, but I'm really thinking with that kind of a trend, I'm actually looking for a little bit of a sell-off. I mean, it had a nice gap up on a relatively inexpensive stock. It's going to be some profit taking here. And I'm looking to hopefully get a little piece of that profit taking on a short. Now, ideally, I was looking for a rising devil out of this guy, but I'll take a pre-market break. The rising devil, as we coin it, is when it makes a nice hard pullback somewhere and breaks a pre-market trend. And then you get in somewhere around VWAP or one of these moving averages when the bids start to come in, and then you write it back down. So we were actually sitting here, and it was holding here quite nicely. I threw a short order out actually at 2015 and got skipped. Was very upset, and it had a nice real dump off. Came all the way down to 1933. Pulled up, held the average nicely. Lots of bids started to come in, showing some weakness in the price. So I went ahead and went short on it. Got a nice cover down near $19, and then it pulled back up, and I got stopped out when it came back above my break even. It actually came back a little quick. My stop out was, I used a market stop out at 1950. It ended up popping almost 10 cents for that. A little slippage there, but it is what it is. I still ended up managed to clear, about $80 on this trade, so not bad. So, and then it came up here. It actually popped through, came down, and it was holding the 20 moving average. And at this time, none of this was curled up. This was all still looking nice and down, and everything was like that. We had some bids sitting, some lower bids sitting down. So I thought maybe we're just pulling back. So I went ahead and went short here. And then a bunch of asks came in. I instantly knew I was wrong, so I stopped out very quickly for a minimal loss. Lost like $30 there. But at that point in time, I look over and realize that what we're doing here is we're sitting on top of this average now. Everything's looking good. All of those asks started to come in, so that showed some real good strength. So I went ahead and flipped around and went long. This time, because of the volume that was starting to come in, you can see here we started to have some big volume pops, so there was a lot of asks coming in. And because of that volume, I decided to go a little heavier on this one. I took 1,000 shares on this one. This one was 500 shares. This one was 500 shares. This one was 1,000. I normally keep my risk between $50 and $100 per trade, and on this 1,000, with the volume, I got the nice pop I was looking for. I took a partial at this moving average cross just in case. Another partial here at VWAP, and another small partial, and these are basically 10% partials as we go up, except for this one here at 26, which was an all out. For 60% of my shares because I had 4 partials and then an all out. That all out there was actually for 500 shares, was a nice move of, the better part of, over 60 cents. So if you do the math, that's a pretty good amount of money on that one trade plus the partials in between. Made a little money here, lost a little money here, but between the 3, ended up well positive, well above goal on the day. So a little bit of risk management. This shows you, use the, for me, the tape has been really my biggest thing that's been helping me get my entries. Really watching the tape and the montage, looking at the asks and the bid and the spread, and just using that to key you into when it's going to go. Versus just getting in and sitting and waiting and hoping your pattern holds. So that's kind of been the next level for me. And as you can see here, got a nice drop down off of that one, even though it failed. And all of that was just from reading the volume and reading the level 2. So anyway, that is my trade on TSG. I hope everybody is having a great day and staying green.